Hello friends. Financial system of a country indicates the economic health of that country. If financial system is strong, it means the economic conditions or economic health of that nation is good. Friends, financial system, it means the system how we will collect the money from the savers and how we will distribute this money to the users. It means collection of fund and allocation of money. It means circulation of income in an economy. So this is the responsibility of a financial system and its components to smooth the circulation of money. Financial system of an economy provides the way to collect money from the people who have it in surplus and allocate or distribute or lend to those who can use in the best. For example, if you have surplus money, then you can deposit your money in the banks, and banks will provide the loans to the needy like the farms. Then the farms are the borrowers, and the households, they are saving their surplus in the banks. So depositors, so the money is moving from the depositors through the borrowers with the help of this financial system, and banks are intermediaries. Friends, the two parties, mainly two things, uh, two component important of the financial system are the savers. Savers, the people who are having the surplus money, not the people, the entities, individuals, households. A person has an income of rupees 1 lakh per month and he is consuming 50,000 and suppose paying the tax of 20,000, then remaining 30,000 is called the savings of that individual. Then he will put these savings in the financial system because he is having the surplus income, surplus of his income after deducting the tax and consumption, 30,000. These 30,000 will be saved or deposited in the banks or insurance or any other avenues, maybe the investment in shares, bonds, post office savings, many sources. Then they are called the savers. Household deposit their savings in the banks and other institutions like insurance, financial, non-banking finance companies. Then borrowers. Borrowers are the parties who need money. Suppose in you need money, you want to start your own business and you need money for your investment purpose, then we will go to the financial market and we will borrow from the banks or non-banking institutions, or we may, if we are the firm, we may issue the debentures. So we can say the financial system smooth this raising of funds and allocation of funds. Friends, the financial, we can understand the financial system of a country with this diagram, with this figure. There are four components of financial system. One is financial institutions, second one is financial markets, third one is financial assets or financial instruments, and financial services. I will explain one by one. First, we will talk about the financial institutions. Friends, financial institutions are the intermediaries which play a role between the savers and borrowers. And I give you an example. You are the saver. Suppose you are depositing your money in the banks, and another party, they are firms, they are an intermediary. So bank is an financial institution and it is collecting money from the savers and providing loan to the needy. Then maybe the banking institutions and Non-banking institutions. Non-banking institutions comprises maybe the insurance companies and other companies which are not banks but they are providing the loans. So first, banking institutions. Friends, banking institutions, all banks, whether commercial banks, cooperative banks, regional rural banks, and foreign banks, they are regulated by the Reserve Bank of India. Friends, the Reserve Bank of India is the regulator and mainly the commercial banks, all SBI and its associates, and all public sector banks, they comes under the commercial banks. Cooperative banks generally provide the loan to the cooperative societies. Generally, they do not give the loan directly to the individuals. They provide loans to the cooperative societies. An example of these cooperative banks: state cooperative bank, district cooperative bank, regional rural banks. Friends, the main objective of regional rural banks is to provide the loan to the rural area, especially the farmers and foreign banks. Foreign banks are the Okay. Uh, Foreign banks, example of foreign banks which are working in India, they are HSBC Bank, Citibank, Royal Bank of Scotland. They are the foreign banks which are working in India. Again, friends, commercial banks are two types. The private banks like ICICI, SDFC, Yes Bank. They are the private banks working in India. And public sector banks, SBI and its associates, and all public sector banks means their ownership is in the hands of government. Friend, second important component of this financial system is financial market. Financial market is a market from where we can sell and purchase the financial products. Financial products may be the loan, shares, and other financial instruments. And financial market is two types: unorganized financial market and organized financial market. Friends, unorganized financial market means the financial market which is not regulated by the RBI or any other regulator. An example of the unorganized financial market is, suppose you need a loan, you approach to the money lenders, your friends, your relatives, your friends. Then this is unorganized market. Friends, second financial market is organized. This organized financial market is also called formal financial market. And this formal financial market or organized market is regulated by either the Reserve Bank of India or by the Securities Exchange Board of India, SEBI. Then organized market is further two types, capital market and money market. The difference between capital market and money market is on the basis of time period. If we sell and purchase the financial instruments for a period of less than 1 year, they comes under money market. For example, commercial papers, treasury bills, certificate of deposits, etc. They all are the examples of money market instruments. And now the capital market, when we invest or sell or purchase the financial instruments for a period of more than 1 year, they comes under capital market. For example, shares, equity shares, preference shares, debentures and bonds. And this capital market is regulated by Securities Exchange Board of India, SEBI. And this capital market is further categorized in two types, primary market and secondary market. Primary market, example of primary market is IPO, initial public offer, when a company issues the shares first time and investors are directly purchasing the shares from a company. It comes under the primary market. And after the primary market, the shares or the securities can be traded in the secondary market. Then purchaser and seller, they do not know each other. It comes under the secondary market. Now, friends, third component of this financial system is financial instruments. Friends, financial instruments, you can say the financial products. Financial products we can purchase from the financial market through the financial institutions. And what are these financial instruments? Example, you invest in shares, you invest in debentures, you borrow, you purchase, you invest in bonds, you purchase treasury bills, commercial papers. These are the financial instruments, either from the money market or the capital market. And these financial instruments are issued by the mostly financial institutions or companies. Okay. And fourth component of financial system is financial services. As we know, these financial services are the intangible. They are provided by the companies or agencies or the brokers. And these financial services further categorized two categories, fund-based service and fee-based services. Fund-based services, when we provide the services, one amount is charged. This is called fund. Leasing, hire purchase, consumer credit, bill discounting, factoring, and insurance. These are the fund-based services. Example of this fund-based services, suppose a insurance company is insuring a policy holder and taking the insurance premium. So this is fund-based service. Or leasing, suppose a company leasing a mine from the government of India, then this company is paying the royalty or fund to the government of India. It is called leasing. Leasing generally a rent agreement. Second type of financial services means fee-based services. When we provide the consultancy to our clients, then we charge a fees for this. In the similar manner, when the companies or the individuals or the professionals, they provide the financial services to their clients or financial consultancy to the clients, they charge a fees. For example, issue management, when companies issue initial public offer, then merchant bankers, they provide the services related to the issue. Then credit rating agencies, they enroll the companies for the credit rating and they provide the rating to the companies and they charge the fees for this. Debt structuring and stock broking, they are the financial services provided by the companies and the fee is charged for this. Then friends, I gave you the overview of the financial system, and I will cover these four components separately in other lectures like financial institution, financial market, financial instruments, and financial services. This lecture was related to only the overview of the financial system. So hope you enjoyed this lecture, and I will cover the components of this financial system in separate lectures. Okay students, take care. Thank you.